We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
And oh, right away, he lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, try and put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Parrish. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
What I continue to hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run once more with Taylor. A little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Richardson going to change the play here. Here's Richardson. Off the play fake. Able to get away. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Anthony Richardson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Give to Walker on the read option. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
70 range.
They'll set up to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go.
2nd down and 4.
70 Lions.
In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd and 4. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on. The half.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
58 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
In motion left is Mitchell.
Now Richardson.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come on, set. Hey, check that.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready?
They go play action with Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Noah Gray
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
This a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Let's go now. Ryan. 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is brought in at the 21. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
18, Rattler, down.
2nd and 11.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Garner.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Let's go now.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Richardson.
And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, Extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Richardson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Pushes him aside at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set. 70 Lions. Check go.
Here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Set.
Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Richardson off the play fake.
Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. In motion goes the tight end.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Looking in zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Colts are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.